Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we will be tackling about the differences of COVID-19 vaccines and alert levels.
I am Jelena May Ayala Etat, and I will be discussing to you the Alert Level 1. The COVID-19 Alert Level 1. In Alert Level 1, all establishments, persons, or activities are allowed to operate, work, or be undertaken at full on-site or venue or seating capacity provided it is consistent with minimum public health standards. Provided further that face-to-face classes for basic education shall be subject to prior approval of the Office of the President. All private offices and workplace, including public and private construction sites, may operate at a full 100% capacity. However, they may continue to provide flexible and alternative work arrangements. Agencies and instrumentalities of the government shall likewise adhere to 100% on-site workforce. Establishments are no longer required to set up isolation facilities within the workplace. Public transportation shall be at full seating capacity, and well-fitted masks must be always worn, whether outdoors or in indoor private public establishments, including public transportation. Testing protocols should be implemented consistent with national guidelines for the individuals who are unvaccinated or have higher risk of exposure. Testing using RT-PCR shall be recommended and prioritized for Group A2, Group A3, and Group A1. That would be the Alert Level 1.
Hello, I'm Elijah Jira Longatan, and I will be reporting what do we need to know under Alert Level 2. Number 1 is you are fully vaccinated individual. Number 2, fully vaccinated shall be strictly maintained for workers, employees, or in schools. Number 3, permitted venue or events, example, wedding, birthday, and etc. Number 4, maintain social distancing and using face masks. Number 5, limited face-to-face for basic education. Number 6, casino, gaming establishment, lottery, and betting shop shall not allowed to operate or be undertaken in areas classified under Alert Level 2, except as may be authorized by IATF or the Office of the President. That's all for under Alert Level 2.
My name is Jan Marlon Batara, and I will be discussing to you Alert Level 3 Restriction. Intrazonal and interzonal movements shall be allowed. However, reasonable restriction may be imposed by the LGUs, which should not be stricter as those prescribed under higher alert levels and subject to the oversight, monitoring, and evaluation of their respective RIATF, provided that those below 18 years of age and those belonging to the vulnerable population shall be allowed access to obtain essential goods and services, or for work in permitted industries and offices in accordance with existing labor laws, rules, and regulations. Individual outdoor exercises shall also be allowed for all ages regardless of comorbidities or vaccination status. Following establishments and activities characterized as high risk for transmission shall not be allowed to operate or be undertaken in areas classified under Alert Level 3. The following establishments or activities shall be allowed to operate for be undertaken at a maximum of 30% indoor venue capacity for fully vaccinated individuals only and 50% outdoor venue capacity, provided that all on-site workers or employees of these establishments and organizers of activities are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and MPHS shall be strictly maintained. Provided further that there is no objection from the LGU where these activities may take place. Agencies and instrumentalities of the government shall remain to be fully operational shall adhere to at least a 60% on-site workforce. Those assigned to work off-site shall be subject to alternative work arrangements as approved by the head of agency in accordance with the relevant rules and regulations issued by the Civil Service Commission. Heads of agency providing health and emergency frontline service, laboratory and testing services, border control, or other critical services shall operate at workforce beyond the minimum as may be necessary to deliver their mandates.
Hi, I'm Idran Jared Bioyan and I'll explain to you what is Moderna. The Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, sold under the Spikevax brand name, is a COVID-19 vaccine developed by the National Institute of Allergic Infectious Disease, the National Institute of Allergic Infectious Diseases. How mRNA vaccines work. To trigger an immune response, many vaccines put a weakened or inactivated germ into our bodies, not mRNA vaccines. Instead, mRNA vaccines use mRNA created in a laboratory to teach our cells how to make a protein, or even just a piece of a protein, that triggers an immune response inside our bodies. That immune response, which produces antibodies, is what protects us from getting infected if the real virus enters our body.
Good morning, my name is John Suarez Hernandez and I'm about to discuss to you what is AstraZeneca. What is AstraZeneca? It is one of the vaccines that is given to people to avoid or prevent COVID-19 virus. Where is AstraZeneca COVID vaccine manufactured? It is manufactured in Thailand and it has been authorized under the World Health Organization. How old do you have to be to get the AstraZeneca vaccine? The vaccine is not recommended for persons younger than 18 years of age. What are the common side effects of AstraZeneca vaccine? The most commonly reported events with COVID-19 vaccines are expected vaccine side effects such as headache, fatigue, muscle and joint pain, fever and chills, and lastly is pain at the site of injection. Who is the vaccine not recommended for? People with a history of severe allergic reaction to any component of the vaccine should not take it. The vaccine is not recommended for persons younger than 18 years old. What is the recommended dosage? The recommended dosage is 2 doses given intramuscularly 0.5 ml each with an interval of 8 to 12 weeks. Is a booster dose recommended for this vaccine? A booster dose may be considered 4 to 6 months after completion of the primary vaccination series, though this is mainly recommended for the higher priority use groups in accordance with the WHO prioritization roadmap.
So my name is Renzo Mugao and I'll report to you the Sinovac. Sinovac. This two-dose vaccine is recommended for 18 years old and above. It has an efficacy rate of 50% for preventing symptomatic infection. According to data from a Brazilian trial, it has an effectiveness of 67% according to a real-world study. And if you got injected for the first dose, then wait for 28 days for the second dose. So how does this Sinovac works? Sinovac keeps the surface spike protein intact to trigger the body's immune system to create antibodies for protection against the live virus if it were to invade. The common side effects reported within 28 days was diarrhea, fatigue, and muscle pain.
Hi, I am Rahid Toyokan and I will be presenting to you
Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is available under EUA or Emergency Use Authorization to prevent COVID-19 in individuals 18 years of age and older. For these individuals, the Johnson vaccine is authorized as a single primary vaccination dose. All people ages 18 years and older who received a single dose should receive a booster dose at least 2 months after completing their vaccine shot. Common side effects. The Johnson & Johnson or Janssen vaccine is a single-dose vaccine to prevent us from being infected. This snapshot feature addresses potential side effects and controversies surrounding the blood clotting incidents. The most commonly reported side effects were pain in the injection site, headache, fatigue, muscle aches, and nausea. Most of these side effects occurred within 1 to 2 days of the following vaccination and were mild to moderate in severity and lasted 1 to 2 days. How well the vaccine works. The J&J or Johnson COVID vaccine was 66.3% effective in clinical trials at preventing laboratory-confirmed infections in people who received the vaccine and had no evidence of being previously infected. People had the most protection 2 weeks after getting vaccinated. In the clinical trials, the vaccine had high efficiency at preventing hospitalization and death in people who did get sick.
Good day, everyone. I am Miss Baguio. I will be reporting about Pfizer. So, what is this Pfizer? So, Pfizer is a vaccine to COVID-19. So, who should get the Pfizer Biotech COVID-19? So, DFA means Food Drug Administration. So, inauthorize nilang lahat ng individuals mula 12 years old and older ang pwedeng maturukan nito. Second, what are the benefits of it? So, 95% effective ang Pfizer vaccine to protect you from the COVID-19. Third question, what are the ingredients of the Pfizer? So, first, mRNA, lipids, phospholipid, cholesterol, potassium, monobasic, potassium, at sodium chloride, at marami pang iba. So, lahat ng nabanggit kong ingredients ng Pfizer is more on salts and sugar. And for last question, the risk of the vaccine. So, if you are allergic, rash, itching, side pain, tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, injection, weld site.
Hello, my name is Leila Emma Bigaor and I will be reporting about booster shots and why do we need it.
The best way to protect yourself from COVID-19, including Omicron, is to get vaccinated and boosted. Everyone ages 5 and older should get a booster. At least 5 months after your second Pfizer or Moderna shot or 2 months after Johnson & Johnson. What is a booster shot? It refers to an extra dose of a vaccine after the original or primary dose is administered. Booster shots are administered to remind the body's immune system about the virus it needs to defend against. This improves or gives the immune system a boost. Can I get my COVID-19 booster and flu shot at the same time? Yes, if it is time for your COVID-19 booster dose, get your flu shot at the same day. If you're not eligible, be sure to protect yourself from the flu by scheduling your flu shot. What is mixing and matching? Mixing and matching is getting a different COVID-19 booster than your initial vaccine. Johnson & Johnson recipients should get boosted with Pfizer or Moderna. It is recommended that Pfizer and Moderna recipients get the same booster as their initial shot, but may mix and match depending on preference or availability. Children aged 5 to 11 should get a booster 5 months after the second Pfizer shot. Adults aged 50 and older and some immunocompromised individuals are now eligible to get a second booster at least 4 months after their first booster. Here is the guidelines you can check if you got Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson. You should get your booster dose to be up to date.
Hello everybody, I'm Edwin Dilag. What I'm going to show you is some exercises that will help us become strong and at the same time build our stamina. Exercise is very important to us. The main thing that exercise does to our body is it maintains proper blood circulation throughout our body. When our body is strong, we have more resistance to any kind of disease, including COVID-19. Here are some of the exercises that you can perform right in the comfort of your home.
Thank you so much for your interest and attention. That is all for today.